everybody. Welcome to episode 13, lucky number 13 of the Hollerachia Podcast. And here I am with you again to give you another awkward introduction. I do write these down now, all my plugs, because they're starting to stack up on me. But definitely want to thank all these people and really kind of direct your attention to a lot of these causes here because, they certainly matter. And as always, we kind of lean into the flood relief. So definitely check out the Foundation for Appalachia, Kentucky, the Red River Gorge Community Foundation, which I'm actually have a seat on for Powell County. We do a lot of flood relief stuff, and we really try to direct resources to Betaville and a lot of these East Kentucky communities that really have been impacted by flooding. We can't forget the tornado relief, the Upper Cumberland Community Foundation, which is another chapter of the Red Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky, funneling a lot of support in for Somerset and London. Definitely, give where you can there with those guys and help them rebuild. Check out the Appalachian Pioneer Program. Austin Chuck, he does all kinds of relief activities, events, and a lot of outreach. So he does a lot of good work. So give those guys a follow. And definitely want to thank Ethan at WSKV here. It's kind of our home base, letting us kind of use this space, this session room, and just really appreciate him and everything he's done to support our podcast. Definitely, I want to plug Holler, Brett Noland. They've been friends. The Morning Buzz with Brett and Shala. Catch them every weekday morning. You can catch them on Facebook, and the radio, WIRV. Check those guys out. They do a lot for local music. And actually, my guests today were on there this morning. So they just hopped over here tonight and want to continue that session. So the River to Grow Music Festival, that's Brett is heavily involved in getting that off the ground. And we're one of the official sponsors of it. But it's October 3rd and October 4th. The lineup is insane. Find it on Facebook. Check those guys out. Definitely get your tickets. The ticket sales are now available online, so you don't want to miss that one for year one. Let's definitely throw some support at it and get this off the ground. We're also the sponsors for Nashville on the Gorge Hollerachia Podcast, which is it's a very intimate songwriting experience that invites songwriters from Nashville into the Gorge to kind of play some of the classic songs you hear on the radio, some of the biggest songs over the years. You get to hear it from the writers that actually put it on paper and hear it in the perspective that they meant for it to be heard. So it's a cool little series. It's coming back this fall.
Born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, I've spent over 20 years surrounded by the best songwriters in the world. Now, after moving my family back to Powell County, Kentucky, I'm bringing my favorite piece of Nashville with me, Songwriters in the Round. Set against the stunning backdrop of the Red River Gorge, Nashville in the Gorge is more than just a show. It's a real, raw, and interactive experience.
Well, then John Party heard the song and he put it on a record.
You'll relive the biggest moments of your life to the radio hits you grew up with and make new memories to songs you're hearing for the first time. From my old hometown to my new hometown, this is Nashville in the Gorge.
Thank you very much.
And lastly, I want to plug the Powell County Animal Shelter because I announced it in the last episode, very briefly, but I'm now the director of Powell County Animal Control and the Powell County Animal Shelter. So trying to divert resources there and really improve that shelter and trying to help our little furry friends out best we can, and I'm trying to get some resources and really get that place improved, and really appreciate the support. So find us on Facebook there for information on how to donate and contribute. Anyway, that's my long intro there. I do want to introduce you guys to the guests this time, and I am so excited. I found these guys on Brett and Shala's morning show several months ago. You all actually reprised your appearance this morning and came on for the second time?
Yep.
So it's I don't know. There's no words for the kind of talent that you're about to behold here. Miss Leah Rose, Mr. Harley Kelley. How you guys doing?
We're good.
That's my awkward intro. So now that we're through that, we can kind of settle down and loosen up a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, thank you all for coming on. I did kind of catch the beginning of the show this morning. Of course, I was at my day job, so tonight when I go home and settle down and start winding down, I want to go back and watch the rest of the episode. So how was that? Did you pretty good appearance there this morning?
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Brett and Shala are the best, man. Like we were just talking about off the mic. Shala's an absolute sweetheart, and Brett, is a really good friend, of us personally and of the podcast. He's been a huge supporter. But they do so much for local music. Every morning they feature just an incredibly deserving new talent, and you guys certainly fit the bill. And like I said, I was introduced to you guys, and the first time you come on, and I immediately just I wanted to reach out and kind of get this set up, and I think Brett actually kind of directed y'all to us too, and I'm glad we finally made it happen. So
Thank you for having us.
yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, we love to be here.
So let's kind of get started. We'll just kind of introduce yourselves. So where are you guys from?
I'm from Chesapeake, Ohio.
Mhm.
I'm from Peter.
And and y'all play. Y'all are heavily involved in like this whole regional circuit though, because I'm always seeing you pop up at festivals and shows and like venues all around. So kind of what's your network? Where all do you play between Ohio and?
We play quite a bit in Huntington, West Virginia. We play a lot in Ashland. And we play some up in like the more northern part of Ohio, like Jackson area.
Yeah, that's great.
I just play anywhere they'll take me.
I hear you.
We tell him where to go, and he just goes.
But you guys, you're definitely the youthful faces. You were like this next wave that's coming out. But for your how old are you guys? I know you're 16.
We're both 16.
I thought so. I just make sure I had that right.
Yep.
But for 16 years old, your talent, your poise, and your stage presence, and your just ability to kind of get out there and just rock the house. It's so mature for you guys. I mean, I'm not even kidding. For one, I mean, just talent alone, just skill set. It's something. It's something spectacular to watch. But just the fact that y'all get up there and you were so professional, you just kind of it comes so natural to you just to be so young in this in this circuit. But it's impressive. I really think it's a really cool thing. And you're actually playing Hollerachia this weekend.
Yeah, I'm playing at noon on Sunday.
Noon Sunday. So this is going to release after Hollerachia, but I will be at Hollerachia kind of catching your set and taking some pictures and stuff. So I'm excited to watch you perform up there. But that's a great
great.
festival. There's a killer lineup this year.
Oh, there really is. And Harley over here, I have voluntold him he's playing guitar for me.
So y'all, I guess y'all together as a duo.
Yeah.
Y'all pop up pretty much always together? Like y'all kind of follow each other to every show? Or?
If I don't have a show and he has a show, I go to his show, and vice versa.
I got you. So it's just kind of like your collaboration is turned like just kind of like a really cemented in, but really kind of unofficial partnership. I guess how would you describe your partnership in music?
We've been starting to book as a duo more.
Right.
Like we actually have booked as a duo for several places coming up.
Great. I was gonna say, obviously, the chemistry between you guys, and just like the way you kind of bounce off each other, and so your voice is incredible. I want to talk about your guitar in a second. It's like I've been hopping you up to everybody that's in this room, and it's your guitar playing is incredible. But I've watched some of the videos on Facebook and stuff, and seen some of the sets you all popped up at around, and like y'all are just consistently good. I mean, consistently just absolutely put out just phenomenal sets. But yeah, I think you definitely need to lean into the whole duo thing because y'all sound just so amazing together. So
Thanks.
But that's cool. So how long have you been playing together?
We've been playing together probably about 5 months, since about I think February.
Really?
Mid-February is when we started playing together.
So it's relatively new then. So,
yeah.
That even kind of speaks more to the chemistry between you guys because it sounds like you've been playing together since childhood.
Yeah.
It's it really is kind of like that. So energy, between how y'all play together and sing and perform. Very cool. So so moving into the future, you are looking at doing some more duos and just kind of marketing yourselves as a duo.
Yeah, we have I
was curious about that.
A band name.
Oh, what is it?
We've called it Rosendale Drive. That's what it is. It's
Okay.
both of our middle names. So we kind of figured that up.
Okay, well, that's cool. That's creative. I like that. I like that a lot. So Hollerachia, that's a that's a pretty significant show around here. That's they consistently always put on a great lineup, a great series. Definitely one of the more notable festivals in the area. What other big stages have you been on? And
I've played at Little Sandy Shakedown
it's a great one.
a couple of times. Harley, what all have you played on? Anytime.
through your musical career, I guess.
My band just did the Rudy Fest competition.
Okay.
Well, back.
Well, what's that? Describe that a little bit.
So Rudy Fest, it's a bluegrass festival.
Mhm.
They have it at Poppy Mountain.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I've heard of that. So how'd y'all do like in that
We
competition?
ended up getting about third.
Really? That's what was the competition pool like down there? I've actually never been. I'd like to check it out.
There's a lot of good bands on it.
It's great. So bluegrass. So that was obviously your picking style. You definitely see some bluegrass influence there. I guess talking to you specifically, Harley. So what kind of built into like your playing style as far as how you pick and how you play? I guess who would you point to as being your primary influences in guitar?
My two are Jerry Garcia and Tony Rice,
Yeah,
for sure.
I could see that. And I'm sure you get it all the time. And I think we've talked a little bit off mic too. Whenever I hear you play, the only other comparable person that I can really kind of put you parallel to in a way is Billy Strings.
Thank you. That's a big compliment. Thank you.
Billy, man. I don't know. And Billy is an absolute Jedi at the guitar. So I guess do you kind of consider him a pretty significant influence on yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because the way you just shred on an acoustic, man, I was like the only other person I've seen do that is Billy Strings.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
it's just great, and I can't wait to actually introduce y'all's music here in just a moment. So Leah, about you? So what are your personal influences? I know you sound like you can. I told you this at Laurel Cove. I was like, I have so much respect for any female artist that can really pull off an authentic Stevie Nicks, and you killed it. Like I've heard your Fleetwood covers and stuff, and it's phenomenal. But who would you do Stevie well? I'm not saying she's your influence, but who would you consider, I guess, vocally your best influences?
Honestly, I've listened to Miranda Lambert since I was
Okay.
really little, so she's definitely one of my big influences for writing
I can hear
and
that.
singing.
Yeah.
And Cat Hasty as well.
Okay, Cat Hate. Well, that's two good names there, and I can certainly see that too. Well, that's great. So, would you? I guess you consider yourself more of a traditional country kind of upbringing then?
In a way, yeah, country rockish.
I got you. What are some of the rock influences that kind of the background there? Just curious.
Joan Osborne is one of them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, I listen to a lot of Joan Osborne and the Cranberries.
Oh, I love the Cranberries.
Yep, I do a Cranberries cover. I do Zombie.
Oh, okay. I think we're probably gonna have a couple sessions like off mic so we don't get struck by YouTube. I definitely want to hear a couple covers from you guys. Zombie is one of them. Zombie is like one of my what I consider like one of the more notable songs of all time. Just kind of in the grand scheme of things.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
and definitely makes the top 15. I don't know where I'd put it, but it's one of my favorites. I know Harley. He said we were talking a little bit about your grunge influence. You start playing a little Nirvana there, just kind of picking around, warming up. So I guess outside of bluegrass country influences. Well, you did say Jerry Garcia.
Yeah.
But who are some? I guess the grunge influence. How would you play that into your upbringing, music, and development?
Yeah, I really like Soundgarden. I like Nirvana. A lot of bands. Blackstone Cherry is probably one of my favorites.
Okay. Great.
So they're not really grunge, but
Early grunge, but no, they were kind of like that. When did they come out? Like early 2000s. I'm kind of stumbled over myself there. They come in like one of that awkward bridge time between like Blink-182 and like
yeah,
that new phase of rock music. But I've been listening to them since I was a kid. But yeah, I like to explore kind of like the rock influences too, because it's interesting to see like what plays into like these sounds, especially if it's like in a completely different genre, but just see how that impact is kind of develop the artists and the songwriters. So, but very cool. So, and Leah, you just introduced a new single recently,
I did.
"Shooting the Silver," and actually,
Yep.
that's probably gonna be the first song I actually request you guys play. It sounds great. It's awesome. And we'll talk a little bit about the song and the process. After y'all play it. But how would you describe the reception of it so far, and where can you find it?
You can find it on, I think, just about any streaming platform that you find out there. I think it said when we released it, it was on 23 platforms.
Oh, awesome. So basically anywhere you stream music.
Basically anywhere you stream music. And I don't know. People seem to like it here recently, so.
Heck yeah. I've seen like a lot of positive feedback already.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy for you too. I saw it drop. I've been kind of following it and stuff.
Yep.
And I was so excited to have you on because the timing of it was pretty cool.
It's been a long time coming, so we were super excited to get it out of there.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you guys. It's a really big accomplishment. So let's go ahead and just kind of play that one, and then like I said at the end, we'll just kind of talk about it a little bit.
Alrighty, sounds good to me.
Tried to make it out, but all I see is doubt and moving on to someone new. So if you wouldn't mind, get out of my life and go wreck another's life too. With your real pretty smile and bright blue eyes and shiny dark brown hair. With that old black Chevy we'd ride around and flag flying in there. Down the mall back road we went fast and went slow, driving like we lived forever. Oh, but not anymore, 'cause you closed that door and left me sitting here shooting silver. Well, I can't believe you left just like that after all the things we did. Putting so much time and love for you to leave and blow your lid. Well, I tried my hardest, but you didn't try enough, so I up and left. That's what made it tough. You said that you loved me, but I knew that you were lying. I had to break my own heart, 'cause you left me crying. So just get out with your real pretty smile and the bright blue eyes and shiny dark brown hair. With that old black Chevy we'd ride around and flag flying in the air. Down the mall back roads we went fast and went slow, driving like we lived forever. Oh, but not anymore, 'cause you closed that door and left me sitting here shooting silver.
That's a great single. I'm not kidding. It's and like I said, I spoke earlier about your maturity. It's such a seasoned sound too. Like it's just really catchy. It's like from a songwriter standpoint, it's a very well written, very well structured song. So
That
kind of
song,
wow,
7th grade.
7th grade. Wow. I think I just picked up the guitar in 7th grade. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So I guess, do you have a lot of originals like that, just kind of in a notebook somewhere that you're just kind of slowly putting together? Or?
I've been working on quite a few. I've got probably 40 unfinished.
Right. Yeah.
Just in my notes on my phone and notebooks. I've got a bunch of them. I've only got about 3 or 4 that are like finished with music put to
Final
them.
products. Gotcha.
Yeah, I finished one Saturday. I think it was Saturday. I finished
Okay.
one that I co-wrote with a guy from Texas. His name is Patrick Beasley,
Oh, cool.
and I co-wrote that song that I'm probably going to record it next.
Oh, very cool.
with him.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yep.
It's, so you're actively working on new music and getting these.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
What's I guess the goal? You kind of looking at an EP in the future? Or?
Yeah, that's what we're going for, to get an EP out probably before New Year's.
Oh, wow.
Try to
So
get
that's
one out
quick.
before New Year's.
Awesome. Very cool. So you got 4 originals that are kind of pretty meshed, fleshed out and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Very neat. So let's talk about Shooting the Silver. So you said you wrote it in like 7th grade.
Yeah.
Just tell me about just kind of the song itself. The lyrics and the story behind it there. Kind of what inspired all that.
Well, as I said, Miranda Lambert is kind of always been one of my writing influences, but my best friend at the time, she was like, I want you to write me a song. And I'm like, okay, about what? And she said about a breakup. And I was like, okay. So I kind of like just made up a storyline.
Yeah, that's cool. So you just kind of, so this is just kind of like a full creative writing, swing for you.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, so you just kind of took the concept of breakup and just kind of ran with it, and
Sort of, yeah.
it sounds great. Well, and I definitely, like I said, definitely hear the Miranda Lambert in there,
Yeah.
for sure, in that sound. And Harley, you sounded great too. Like I said, just the harmonics and stuff, and the way you back it up. It's a really put together song. So it's very, like I said, going back to it again, just very mature for two 16-year-olds.
Yeah. Yep.
It's pretty cool. So you're looking at the end of the year, putting out an EP. So I guess what can we expect? I guess for the upcoming songs, are we kind of looking in the same vein, or are you kind of got a little branching out in a different direction or anything?
I'm trying to branch out in a different direction.
Okay.
Trying to write more about different stuff.
Okay, because your sound is pretty diverse.
Yeah.
Like your the way your voice and the kind of the covers you do and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you can really have a dynamic way of covering any different artist and doing it in your own way. So I'm excited to kind of hear the what's coming. I'll be looking for it. Are you going to be introducing anything at the Holler Girl or anything?
I kind of debuted the song that I wrote Saturday on air this morning with Brett and Shyla.
Oh, because I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I think that was like the second or third song I played, but
Oh, cool.
I plan on kind of pushing that out there on when I play Holler Girl.
Yeah. Do you want to play that as your next piece, or are you
Ooh,
gonna...
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, we were at a bluegrass festival, and she just left the group. She just got up and didn't say anything and walked off.
I had
And
no idea.
I was looking for her. I went to the camper and opened up the door, and she had all of her songwriting stuff out, and she was just sitting there, what are you doing? Writing a song.
Hey,
I had no idea. I had to run.
hey, that's what I love about good songwriters. Just kind of dropping everything you're doing, and getting that thought on paper.
I quite
what's
literally
there.
skipped to the camper.
Yeah.
I was excited.
That's awesome. That's like I said, as far as the creative process goes, when something hits you like that, you definitely got to get it out before it goes away. So I
Yeah.
understand that.
Because I tend to forget things easily.
So songwriting wise, Harley, so like as far as writing your music and stuff, like where are you at in that process right now?
So right now I'm just getting stuff together for an album.
Okay.
And hopefully be recording this fall.
So that's coming quick too.
Yeah, I have a couple originals that people have given me, songwriters, and I have some that I'm writing myself.
Okay. So you all both collaborate with other writers and stuff. Is that pretty frequently, or? I'm gonna say, I guess
Yeah.
your network's pretty broad. I'd say.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of music family down where
Awesome.
we're from in that area.
Well, that's great.
Lots of good friends.
It's good to kind of have that experience and that season kind of collaborative, approach to these things.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, that's one of the cool things about the National on the Gorge. That Greg and Shelley Bates, they're friends, and I kind of did some media around the National on the Gorge during the first season of it last year, and they're bringing it back again. So it was such a wild thing to kind of see, like a male artist go up there and sing "Suds at the Bucket," and just like absolutely cook, because see the song coming from the songwriters themselves, the people that actually kind of created it. And then gave it to like the radio stars,
Yeah.
But to see it like performed and sang in like the purest adaptation of it, how it was meant to be delivered, it's a cool thing. But so I'm just now kind of getting into that world of just like collaborative songwriting and multiple people kind of working on similar projects and stuff. But it's a cool thing. So do you want to play one of your originals next, Harley? And just kind of
Yeah, sure.
So what's the title? What's just introduce it a little bit and.
This song's called Dirty Sidewalks.
Okay. Dirty Sidewalk. And when did you write this one?
This past winter.
Okay. So this is relatively fresh.
There's a clock on the wall, it reads 4:30. Just like yesterday, and all the days before.
Feeling like I ought to break these chains. Got a rambling heart that needs a change of scene. Seen too much of this town of broken dreams. It's getting colder and time feels slow. Dirty sidewalks are a hard road to home. Little bar where I spend my nights. Same old songs floating in and out. Swore I'd leave about 10 years ago. Got a rambling heart that needs a change of scene. Seen too much of this town of broken dreams. The days fly by and I'm still here. Just another wasted year. Nothing's changed but the faces and the names. Some are young, some are old and gray. So I'll put off leaving another day. Got a rambling heart that needs a change of scene. Seen too much of this town of broken dreams. It's getting colder and time feels slow. Dirty sidewalks are a hard road to home.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I like that, man. That's great. So, so the town of broken dreams. That's So let's kind of go back to what inspired you to write that one. So it kind of captures. It's a very relatable song. Kind of definitely captures. That spirit of small towns and just kind of being stuck and kind of trapped in a pocket, so to say. So what made you write that one?
Honestly, I had that music written for months,
Mhm.
and I just wanted to write something. I sat down and I thought about it. I just thought about what it sounded like, and
Yeah.
I just
What
kinda,
fit, so you kind of wrote the lyrics to kind of fit the tune, to fit the melody.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Very cool. Obviously we see a lot of the the different approach. You get the lyrics first, and you kind of build the song around it. But it's always fascinating to me whenever you can have the entire melody mapped out, and then you just kind of craft the story around it. That's neat. It definitely fits. It's very cool.
thank you.
And I'll tell you, like I've been playing since I was playing guitar since 7th grade, but I am not a stage performer. I'm a campfire kind of guitar. Like some of the chords you were playing would absolutely snap my fingers in two. So, but the way you walk it, man, it's so cool.
I
So
stole all that from Chad Atkins.
okay, I was trying to place kind of parallel to somebody there. But I think it is very good. Tell me a little bit about the lyrics themselves, because like I said, you're kind of trying to capture the spirit of kind of being stuck in that in a stagnant state, right? Kind of more or less,
Yeah.
and just okay. So let's kind of dive back into your guitar playing, because, like I said, the way you kind of walk it and the way you kind of perform is incredible is the only way to describe it.
Thank you.
Because even for like the most seasoned guitarists that have been playing for decades, you can absolutely shred in ways that I can only dream of. How long have you been playing the guitar?
6 going on 7 years.
Okay, so wow. That's pretty good. It's actually pretty good maturity and big step for 6 years. Like I said, I've been playing for 20 years, and I can't do I can barely do beyond an F chord. So, but no, I'm just
About the level I'm at. It's okay.
like I said, I'm a campfire guitarist, man. Like I said, that's just that's kind of my stage, just sitting around like chilling and picking. That's where I'm at. Anything beyond that, I honestly get stage fright. Believe it or not. So I have a lot of respect for performers that can, one, actually get up in front of people and play, and then two, actually have like a fair amount of poise doing it. Like I said, you guys have such a so professional and such a comfort, on the stage. It's really cool to see. Something I'm envious of. I'd love to be able to do something like that. So very cool, very cool. So did you have another original that you want to play, Leah?
I think we were gonna try to do a song that our good friend of ours wrote and gave to us to record as a duo.
Okay.
It's a more bluegrassy song. It's called How Many Moons, and our friend Rick Potter actually wrote that song.
Okay.
He's from down around Ashland, Catlettsburg area.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So we'll play that for you off. That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many moons will shine on Kentucky till I'm back in your arms again? I've been gone for way too long. It'll feel good to be back home, but it seems like the struggle will never end.
I told you to follow your dreams, dear. Don't ever let them fade away. Could I be here within the bluegrass for my soul to shine and rise again?
It's not the same out here in California as it is in the hills where I was raised. But they love the songs that I'm singing. I know soon I'll be headed back your way. How many moons shine on Kentucky till I'm back in your arms again? I've been gone for way too long. It'll feel good to be back home, but it seems like the struggle will never end. But it seems like the struggle will never end.
Nice. I love that one. That's awesome. Who'd you say wrote that for you guys?
Rick Potter.
Rick Potter. Shouts out Rick Potter. That's a great song. That's and very well executed. Very. So we kind of went to like before, kind of digging a little bit more to the musical background. Then we'll kind of branch off and talk about some other stuff. But like talk to him about kind of finding his guitar style. Like, what's your voice? Like, how did you find your voice? Like, what did that look like?
I've just always been loud. I like to
Same.
talk. I
Same.
like to talk, and I sang a lot as a kid, and I did like the school talent shows
Okay.
like a couple years when I was in, I think like 4th and 5th grade.
Okay.
And
So that's the
then-
first time you kind of put yourself out there. Was kind of like the school
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
Did that kind of like the bug bite you at that point, or did you like kind of is that when you fell in love with the performing? Or
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit, yeah. I remember the first time I was up there singing, I did a Laura and Elena song that I absolutely loved.
Awesome.
I'm pretty sure. I think that's what it was. But I remember standing up there, the microphone was wobbling, my knees were shaking. I was up there in my leather jacket with flowers on it.
Oh, that's
It was great.
that's awesome. And like I said, what'd you say, 4th or 5th grade? You did that?
Yeah, 4th or 5th
So the fact that you
grade.
got up there and sang a Laura Elena song in 5th grade, that's impressive. Shouts out, she's awesome.
Yeah.
And so it's Lance Rogers, me and him talking and stuff like that. I guess he really kind of broke through, performing alongside Laura Elena. So she's done a lot to the culture
Yeah,
too.
she has.
So very cool. So from there, you just kind of, because you can belt it. Like you can like really hit some really high registers.
Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. Like it's um female singers especially, or any singer really, just that kind of has the courage to really just kind of hit that level and stuff confidently, and do it well. It's impressive. Um, so I guess when you started like really kind of belting it out there, you never had any kind of vocal lessons or anything like that?
I had guitar lessons for a few months, and then I
Okay.
quit playing guitar for about 2 years, and then I just picked it up one day and taught myself
Okay.
everything. I haven't had voice lessons
Wow. So
or
that's just
anything, so it's
so
just
more or less it's just kind of self-taught and just kind of natural,
Yeah.
natural. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, that's because it is. I mean, you do have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
You really do. And like I said, your sound is kind of like very mature, and so I definitely see the Miranda Lambert in there. But like I said, I also see the Stevie, and like y'all perform the bluegrass song. I mean, so it's like your cross section is pretty
yeah,
impressive.
I like to cover
Diverse.
just about everything. I cover Nirvana to like Pop Evil and stuff like that.
That's awesome. And that's really, I guess, the way to kind of really develop such a seasoned sound. I mean, it really isn't because you play every type of music, and you're going to kind of pick up the best of every type
Yeah.
of music,
Oh yeah.
and kind of the best of every artist. So you guys have been playing pop-ups with covers and stuff like that. I've listened to several of your covers, and they're all awesome. And so you're just kind of just now getting into the world of writing your originals, or really not really writing, but just kind of developing and recording and putting them out
yeah.
there. You have a very bright future there. I'm very confident because it's what you put out already is impressive. So I can't wait to see what this looks like. When you get your EP, y'all get your first albums out there, and it's gonna be cool. I'll be following you guys. But like I said, we're kind of branching away a little bit from music. Let's just talk about just you guys. So because you are one of the younger people that's sat down here and I've interviewed. So what do y'all do in your free time that's not music? Do y'all play video games, or you go out?
We like to shoot pool.
Okay,
We go shoot pool quite a bit.
okay.
And I used to barrel race.
Barrel race.
Yeah.
Describe that.
Uh,
Tell me about that.
quarter horses running around barrels
Oh, okay.
at very high speeds.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Equine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
My mom
my-
went somewhere totally different when you said barrel race. I was like, okay. It's like this sounds pretty cool.
Yep.
So horses. So you have a pretty big, long history with riding and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been riding since I was about 2.5, 3.
Wow. Okay.
I started
Yeah.
taking lessons, and I've been rodeoing since I was about 5 or 6.
See, there's a story arc. I mean, rodeoing. So you've actually been rodeoing. Okay.
Rodeoing.
Okay. So do you actually like get out there and compete? Like, great. Where all do you compete at?
A lot when I was younger, we stayed around home. Like there's a horse arena out back of Ironton, Coal Grove, kind of in between those two. And we used to go to Jackson, Ohio a lot, where we've kind of sang up there a few times. There's an arena called Henderson's Arena up there, and we've gone up there and barrel raced and done stuff up there quite a bit. And here in the most recent years, we've been in like Greenup, Kentucky,
Yeah.
and we've gone to Nicholas County, West Virginia, which is almost like right in the middle. It's around Summersville Lake.
Right. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's right around there. It's about 30 minutes from New River Gorge, 45 minutes.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Wow. So, I mean, so you're an actual cowgirl. I mean, like, there's a lot of women walking around in the music scene today that's cosplaying as cowgirls. So you actually live it though.
Oh yeah.
She
Yeah,
earned the
we've-
cowboy hat.
I have earned the cowboy hat. I've gone to Georgia, Virginia, all of that. So
Wow. That's impressive. Like, actually, I
Yep.
did not know that about you. So I'm kind of glad we dug into this because
that's kind of like that's why I wear my buckles all the time.
So yeah, so that's good to know about you because, like I said, in a space that's so diluted by female artists that are pretending to be cowgirls, it's kind of refreshing to meet one that actually gets out there and puts the boots on the in the
Yeah.
saddle and just goes. That's cool, very very cool. See, I've never, we grew up with Tennessee Walkers.
Oh yeah.
So just casual riding, just
Yeah.
trail riding and stuff like that. We had a couple of Rocky Mountains that we didn't. My uncle had, and I've took some trails with those, and
Oh yeah.
it's I love it. I need to get back more into it because I haven't ridden in years. But like I said, it's always been just casual. I couldn't even imagine Because whenever they kind of pick up pace, like I panic. They're just giant animals.
My first horse, he was a Missouri Foxtrotter, and I barrel raced him.
Wow.
He was like 16 3 hands tall, and I was like 5 years old.
Oh my gosh.
I looked like a flea on a dog's back. But I kind of forgot. I used to sing the national anthem at barrel races all the
Really?
time. Like, that's what I kind of did that's, I guess, what got me into singing a lot was
Okay.
singing the national anthem at barrel races. And then when I picked up the guitar, they started asking me to play at Cowboy Church on Sundays when we
Okay.
did church services at overnight weekends
Cool.
and stuff like that. And
Okay.
they actually, at our state finals this past year for NVHA, they actually had me play like a couple hour set in the dirt in the arena.
No kidding.
It was pretty cool.
So that's cool. So I guess your musical, career has been kind of, in some ways, married to your, equestrian
Yeah,
stuff.
I kind of honestly forgot about that.
That's what we do. What we do.
Yeah.
Dig until we find some
Yep.
pretty cool, pretty cool stories. All right. What do you do? What do you do, Harley? What do you?
Well, on the opposite side, around 3, I started motocross.
Motocross. There you go.
Raced motocross and go-karts for a while, and then I started music and decided I didn't want to end up getting in a wreck and breaking my hand or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty risky. You don't
A
want
little bit.
I still ride, I just don't race.
need to insure those hands, man. I can get a policy on them.
Yep. Get insurance on them.
Yeah. No, it's that's probably a good call because you're definitely you're a generational kind of talent there. So
Thank
it's
you.
like I'm not really blowing smoke at you. You really are. Like, it is impressive. I talk to a lot of musicians. I watch a lot of music. I go to a lot of shows, and there's something special about the way you pick, man. It's cool.
Thank you.
Like I was telling my wife, I was like, I don't know what crossroads that he visited. I was like, I need directions.
Actually, what happened was I went out into the middle of the woods, and I sat, and a squirrel came over, and he taught me how to play all that.
Oh wow, that was your spiritual. That was your.
It's your
Squirrel taught
spiritual
me.
awakening right
A
there.
squirrel taught me.
A squirrel taught
So
you.
is squirrel your spirit animal? Possum's yours.
I think mine's raccoon.
Raccoon.
Raccoon. Okay.
You're a Turkey ninja.
Yeah.
I like
I
raccoons.
was gonna
Man.
say 'cause I stay up all night at festivals, but
Yeah.
We used to have.
and dig out of people's garbage cans.
I would love to hang out with you. I just want to follow
Oh,
you around
he's
for
a
a little bit. No, just hearing you talk is just entertaining. And yeah, I bet you have some wild stories though.
Oh, what's real funny is when he gets to a bluegrass festival, he hates when his southern accent comes out.
Why?
I was on the phone with him the other day getting ready to head over to the flying festival where he was at. And I go, Harley, your southern accent's really coming out. And he goes, I know.
I've been listening to banjos all week. That's what happens.
Lean into it, man. Be proud of it. Like I said, I'm completely leaning into the Appalachian dialect. It's
Yeah.
and it's endearing. You might not see it now, but it's definitely certainly wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Heck
And it's
no.
funny how people can actually pinpoint Appalachia as far as
Oh, yeah.
detecting dialects.
The way you talk
Yeah, there's a
and
difference in
the
the southern
words you
accent and
use.
Appalachian accent
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh, there definitely is.
It's so funny because I worked when I was like 20 years old. I worked at a call center, and I was talking to somebody from out west, and they were able to pinpoint me exactly to Eastern Kentucky about the way I talked. I was like, I didn't realize we had such a niche kind of a sound to us. But
You go up north and they're like, are you from Texas? No. No, try again.
yeah, close, but no, not at all, not close. Oh wow, we're actually, I don't know, we're 5 minutes in.
Wow.
It's flying.
We having fun.
Heck yeah. So we've done 2 songs,
3 songs.
3 songs. Okay.
Yeah.
So we still got a little time. We got about 15 more minutes. So let's go ahead and play another one though. And if you don't care, just introduce it. And then, like I said, play it. We'll talk about it a little bit. And then we'll kind of.
Play every now and then. Please.
Sad one.
I like doing harmonies, and people love sad songs.
Hey, we need some sad songs.
All
Yeah,
right.
people love sad songs.
Sad songs, murder ballads. You got to have them all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna do the fast one.
I like sad songs.
All right, I got voluntold.
Yeah, you did get voluntold. Now do it.
Song's called Every Now and Then. It'll be on the album.
Okay.
It's a man named Mike Wells wrote it. I'm alone or with friends, and I'm out the doors or in. I only miss you every now and then. So what if I hear you laugh around each corner? So what if I smell your perfume on the wind? So what if I still wake up and feel you breathing on my skin? It only happens every now and then. Every now and then when I'm sleeping, every now and then when I'm awake, every time I breathe in and I breathe out again, I only miss you every now and then. So what if I hear you laugh around each corner? So what if I smell your perfume on the wind? So what if I still wake up and feel you breathing on my skin? It only happens every now and then. I bet you never figured I'd get over you so soon. I hardly ever think of you except July through June. So what if I hear you laugh around each corner? So what if I smell your perfume on the wind? So what if I still wake up and feel you breathing on my skin? It only happens every now and then. It only happens every now and then.
Y'all harmonize so well. And I've really kind of leaned into your singing and your guitar and stuff. But Harley, you got a great voice too, man.
Thank you.
So when did you find your voice? Like, when did you just discover you could sing?
To be honest with you, it didn't really happen until I met Shelby Lore, and he started,
Okay.
showing me some blues stuff. I got into singing some Allman Brothers
Oh,
and,
cool.
and some blues stuff, and that's kind of what I found some stuff I could belt out, and I got more comfortable with that sound.
Okay, so kind of blues was your segue into the world of vocals and stuff like that. I respect that. That's cool. I can actually kind of see that. It's neat. But you really, like I said, like she can just absolutely belt it out too, man. It's and really carry a tone. That's one thing I never have been able to do. I can talk all day long and at length and not shut up.
Yeah.
But I can't sing for nothing, man. I can, obviously, I sing in the shower and I sing to my kids and annoy them, and they're usually begging me to stop. But it is impressive to me to see somebody that can actually, hit so many dynamic ranges in vocals, and just it's really cool. And I can't remember. Forgive me if I've already reached this, but I can't remember if we talked about this on mic or off mic. But if we did talk about it on mic, I apologize. When do y'all's musical paths cross? Like when?
We met at an open mic.
Yeah, we met at an open mic in I think it was probably last May or June, around that time frame.
Okay.
There's a place called the Union in Ashland, Kentucky.
Shuts out the Union.
And our friend Tyler Kaiser, who's part of the Shelby Lore Band,
Okay, yeah.
he had been running an open mic there, and that's where we originally met, but we didn't start playing together, like I said, until this February.
Okay. Very cool. So how long y'all been doing the open mics? I guess leading up to the point that you're actually playing shows and doing your your circuit and stuff like that?
I think I started doing open mics in, I think, March of 23.
Okay,
March of 23 is, I think, when I did my first open mic.
cool. See, me and my producer, my buddy Josh over here, we had talked about trying to find a venue. We've actually talked to a couple of venues, or I guess got contact information for a couple of venues to try to set up a variety mic.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it's such an important thing for artists and developing artists. You give them a platform, give them the space to really put themselves out there. But also, just too, it's a great cultural space just to come together and really just and really see the creativity blossom in these spaces.
Oh, yeah.
And like me and Josh, we for a while there and I haven't done it like a year and a half. It's been a while. But I do have a fear of public speaking and performing, which is funny. So to break that, we were doing stand-up comedy, or he was doing it because he enjoyed it. But I started tagging along and doing stand-up comedy and comedy off Broadway, just to kind of kick that fear, and it works. Speaking of public's one thing, but actually get up there with like the goal of making somebody laugh, it adds a factor that's pretty tough.
Yeah, our shows are about half comedy and half music. We like
bicker
to
back and forth
make
a lot.
fun of each other.
Love that.
Yeah, actually, we were in Target the other day shopping, and she got onto a rant and was ranting about something. And I said, "Hey, you hear that? Now, wasn't that nice?" And she just turned around and just slapped the thunder out of me.
I did. In front of God and everybody, just right there.
That's funny. Oh man, I bet y'all are absolutely entertaining just to kind of just walk around in public. Just kind of catch you guys organically in the wild. But
He just likes to poke the bear.
I love that though. That's funny.
Yeah, she still makes fun of me with the fire extinguisher accident, though.
Fire extinguisher accident.
Oh yeah, we were at a friend's farm party, like a shindig thing, out in the back of Pedro, Ohio.
Pedro, Ohio. Where's Pedro, Ohio?
It's out back of Ironton, like straight out back of Ironton.
Okay, gotcha.
But we were out there, and it was about 2:30 in the morning. I'd been sleeping out there on the deck.
I was jamming, and she was over there sleeping.
I was snoozing, had my feet up on the bench and everything, sitting in a chair. And I'd forgotten my purse as we had walked back to the car, so, not the car, the truck. Well, he had his dad's work truck, and he had an industrial-sized fire extinguisher.
Yeah, I took my guitar case, and I had hers too, and I put both of them in there. I got in the truck and put the guitar cases in there, and the entire fire extinguisher unloaded on me.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was walking back toward the stage, and it was, of course, quiet. It was 2:30 in the morning in the middle of June, and I hear a poof, and I look back, and there's smoke rolling out of the truck, and I'm like, what happened?
I was gonna say, please tell me it was a powder extinguisher.
Yeah, it was a powder extinguisher.
Yeah, and I was trying to drive back, and there was dust flying all
You look
over.
like Casper.
Yeah.
Every time you hit
Yeah.
a bump, the dust would fall out of the ceiling. It was in the glove compartment.
If you open up
in
the
our
glove
guitar
compartment, there'll still be a
cases.
little bit in there.
Yeah.
Wow. No, you wouldn't believe like how invasive that stuff gets.
Oh, it's bad.
like
It's still in my case.
I have a picture of him. His glasses are all foggy. It's in his hair. It's,
I couldn't
so funny.
run a comb through my hair. I had my pick, and I was in there, and it was just pulling my head.
It was so funny.
I'm telling you, I used to work in an archery company, a local archery company here, and I was in the quality control, tech support kind of thing. We would repair like the bow sights, the releases, the stuff that came in, and repair them and send them back. But acetone was a common, solvent we'd use to, condition and, get these things put back together and lubricated and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, there's also an open flames there quite often because you have to like singe, like fiber optics and all that. So anyway, the two kind of crossed paths one day. I mean, I was actually talking to a customer, and like behind me, I said whoosh.
Oh no.
and granted, we were in a room with a lot more flammable stuff too. So my buddy, he just absolutely set the entire counter on fire. So I ran and grabbed an extinguisher.
Oh.
And saved the building, man. I was the hero of the day. I went and pat myself on the back. I ran immediately into the next room, grabbed a powder extinguisher, and then sure enough, they made me clean it up after. I was like, I saved this place. You can't bring somebody in to clean up that pat because it was a nightmare to get out.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yep. It looked like something out of Ghostbusters, the freaking smoke rolling out of that. He comes out, he's coughing, rolling on the ground, and he took the guitar case. He went back in and took the guitar cases out because I thought something was on fire. And so he took the guitar cases out, set them on the ground. He's rolling on the ground, coughing. And I said, if you're going to puke, you puke on your own guitar case. I said, don't puke on mine.
That's funny. That's a good story.
It was funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
But,
Interesting.
roll in the house at 3 a.m, wake up mom and dad covered in fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
like a ghost walks in, man. That's funny.
Yeah, it was definitely a sight.
Y'all, I don't know. Y'all are hilarious together. I love to hear like more stories. Like I definitely want to have you on in the future to kind of, especially when you start releasing this music and we'll kind of come back to come back in and reprise your role. And we'll,
Definitely.
really looking forward to that. But we're not quite to the plugs yet because I do want to know, because you're just real quick more into your background or really your day to day. Because y'all are teenagers, but you're not really the average teenager.
Oh,
you
definitely not now.
have pretty exemplary lives compared. But
We're welcomed with open arms into our local bars.
I know that's what I was gonna say. You're already in the bar circuit. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Like, so what kind of normal teenager stuff do you do?
I play volleyball and basketball both, and I take college classes through my school. I'm in FFA.
Great.
And I do, of course, all the open mics. And recently we just sold my horses just to kind of get a break from everything for about a year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I understand that you kind of need that mental break every now and then. It's just,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Secretary FFA 2008. I was
Yeah,
one of my only clubs I was in.
I was a reporter this year.
Reporter?
Yeah, reporter 2025.
Very cool. So you do play sports and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so what about you, Harley? What kind of normal teen stuff do you do?
At school, I do quiz bowl. I used to do band, and I quit it to have a little bit more time.
Okay.
I shoot pool.
So you used to band. So what did you play strings or like did you play something else?
Play percussion.
Really? Okay.
He's a heck of a drummer.
No kidding. I haven't heard you play drums. That's see Josh over here. He's a drummer by name. He's a percussion. So, how long have you been playing drums and doing all that?
Almost as long as I've been doing guitar.
I guess let me ask, like how many instruments can you play? I guess is my question.
A lot.
Really? So you're pretty versatile and
just about anything that he can find with strings.
I can't play fiddle.
Can't play fiddle. Fiddle's
No.
well, it's a different.
It's a different breed of strings.
It's a different thing altogether.
It's a different breed of strings.
It's a different genotype.
Different genotypes for sure.
That thing said, I'd love to learn. I
Yeah.
mean, it's because I have a fiddle too, and like I've tried my best because I can play guitar, but once that bow comes out, man, I cannot figure out how to draw a sound out of that thing. It just screeches, So like, I haven't interviewed her on the podcast yet, but I'm gonna have her on sometime soon. Maddie Murray, she's an excellent fiddle player, and just it's so impressive to kind of see somebody that is really distinguished at that instrument in particular. That mandolin, I always get impressed when I see somebody that can really excel at a mandolin and excel at the violin.
He does pretty well on mandolin.
Mandolin, it's when I see somebody burn up a mandolin, it's my attention peaks a little bit more than anything else, really, because like it's such a
very poppy sound.
It's a very poppy sound. Plus, the frets are just like
they're like
small,
as big as your pinky.
Yeah, tiny frets.
I think I could play Copperhead Road on the mandolin, and that's about it.
Yeah, see, but like percussion and mandolin go hand in hand.
Yeah,
because it is the percussion of bluegrass. I mean, you're doing like the.
That is true. Yeah, you're keeping that pace like you would.
Keeping that time in between the bass beats, like you're.
That is right. I actually never really considered or really heard of that being. It does make sense that the mandolin kind of is the percussion of.
Yeah, you're on the off beats. Yeah. You're on the snare beats.
Yeah.
Yep. That's actually a really cool observation. That's something I haven't really even considered before up to now. It's awesome. Well, I guess we are kind of approaching an hour though. I do want to have you guys back, especially once you start dropping some more music and stuff. And I really am looking forward to seeing you guys this weekend perform. Go ahead and put your plugs out there. And
well, my TikTok, Instagram, Facebook is all under leah.rose.official page.
Okay.
And Harley's got his.
Oh. So what are your plugs? Where can people find your music and find more information about you?
You can find.
You, Harley, you. It's your turn.
You're still talking to Leah.
No, it's your turn, buddy.
You can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. My Instagram is Harley_Kelley28, and I have a Facebook page, Harley Kelley Music.
All right.
And you can find my music under Leah Rose on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora, basically the whole 9 yards.
The entire gauntlet of streaming services.
Also
Gotcha.
I also have a bluegrass band called Sled Rail.
Called what?
Sled Rail.
Sled Rail.
Yep, Dad says I'm dumber than Sled Rail, so that's my band name.
Okay. Check it out. That's cool, man. It was a pleasure like having you guys sit down with me. Like I said, there's so much more I do kind of want to like kind of dig into, like because it took us about 30 minutes to kind of start getting some real funny stories. You know, once we kind of reprise your road back in here, I'm definitely gonna dig into some more of your stories on the road and stuff you've done on the wild because it's hilarious.
Oh, sure.
But before I go, you kind of give my plugs. But first, before I give my plugs, I wanted to shout out Story Unfinished. Because I think this will be releasing before that event happens. But our friend Christina Smith, she is in year 2 with Story Unfinished, which is a great annual event that really focuses on mental health, suicide awareness, suicide prevention. Gives you a lot of education resources and people to talk to, you know, and not only for yourself, but just to kind of give you the tools to help somebody, you know, a loved one, somebody in your life that may need it. So definitely check it out. It's going to be at the Lions Club Park in Powell County this year. It was in Irving last year. But it's a great event. There's a lot of stuff to do there too. There's a lot of vendors and activities, music. But it'll be at the Lions Club Park in August. You can find information about it on Facebook and just kind of, you know, look for updates and stuff on there. But I wanted to give her a plug because she's doing some really good work, Christina Smith. And also she owns the Screaming Means coffee shop in Stanton, which is an amazing coffee shop. She actually just debuted recently a Grippo's donut.
Oh.
And Grippo, that's your neck of the woods.
Oh yeah.
Grippos, yep.
Yeah, so I brought it in. Actually, I meant to plug it last time, you know, when Sarah Beth was here, but because I let her try one, and like it really is. It was like a spiritual experience, like just so whoosh into the studio. I don't know how she perfectly executed, like just like that you know, that sweet heat of like the Grippos with like a very kind of
that sounds real good.
Oh man,
that sounds good.
She didn't just like throw a bunch of Grippos on like a glazed donut. It was like she actually took time to really curate this perfect, you know,
artisanal
Grippos on a glazed donut.
Yes.
That's funny. You could use that as a saying for something.
It's hotter than Grippos on a glazed donut.
I think we just created something.
There you go.
Anyway, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I am looking forward to seeing you guys again. Oh, I didn't plug myself. Sorry. Follow Hollerachia on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok. On TikTok, we're Hollerachia.pod. On YouTube, we're at Hollerachia. We're also on Instagram, and I just downloaded Lemonade. I don't know what Lemonade is.
I don't know what Lemonade is either. I can barely figure out how to work Facebook.
I get all these notifications that people are following me on Lemonade. I don't even have this, so I just downloaded it. I don't know.
I thought Lemonade was like when you take lemons and you put them in water.
No, I thought Lemonade was like a clothing app for a while. I thought like people sold clothes on there.
I don't know. I saw all these artists start following me on Lemonade. I was like, what the hell is Lemonade? So I just...
Oh, you're saying lemonade? I thought you were saying lemonade.
No, Lemonade.
It's like TikTok's version of Twitter or something. I don't know. It's weird. I haven't really explored it yet.
It's kind of weird.
But anyway, find me eventually on Lemonade.
That's the first time I've ever heard of it.
I've heard of it, but I thought it was like I said, like Poshmark or something like that, where they sold clothes.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. And like I said, I look so much forward to hearing more of you guys, and I can't wait to see you on stage. And really can't wait to see you guys at Holler Girl, because that's going to be a really cool venue.
It's going to be real cool. We went out and checked out the venue the other day.
Yeah, it's going to be a really a great stage for you guys. To really kind of platform you guys. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching you. Just and like I said, you're welcome back here anytime. Just when you get some new music, come here and just debut it for us, and love to have you.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you guys.
Of course, yeah. Of course, thank you.